Hey everyone, I have a massive cool announcement. Okay, so you are going to love this, especially if you have been following Von Holton Ranch for any amount of time, okay? If you're one of the, I've been riding horses today, I'm dirty. If you have been with us from the beginning or close to the beginning, we are bringing back an event, okay? So, we used to host this event in 2016, 2017, and 2018. Then, 2018 came and we decided that we wanted to take a break for something to make it like fresh and new again. We ran into the problem of people saying, well, next year I'll do it, and next year I'll do it, you know, and so it gave people, like, they thought something would always be around, okay? So, the event, you are going to crap your pants whenever you see what the heck I'm about to announce that we're doing, okay? This is a huge positive. Oh my God, I am so itchy on my face. Okay. 2018 is whenever we started Country Tough Trail Versatility. So this event that we used to host, like the first time that I announced the very first one, we had to turn away like 40 entries to it because it just got filled up too fast, too quick, okay? And, but then, this is whenever I was young as a host, right? I feel young right now, but like this right here is whenever I was, new to hosting events and stuff like that. So whenever we had that initial success, I exploded the event, which was bad because they had to stay rare to make sure that they get full, and then it fulfills like the vision that I have with this event, okay? You're going to love what I'm about to announce, okay? So 2016, 2017, 2018, we hosted an event that was called the All-Around Cowgirl Team Challenge. Then I branched out and did just the All-Around Cowgirl Challenge. Then I did the All-Around Cowboy Challenge, and we even did a co-ed, okay? So we have, as time has gone on, we have figured out like exactly like where we fit in this equine industry, okay? So what we're bringing back for 2026, and we have not hosted one of these since 2018, okay, is an all-around Cowgirl Team Challenge, okay? So you're like, well, what is that, okay? So there are 4 horse events and 4 non-horse events, and so there's 8 events, and your team competes in them, and then your overall, oh my gosh, your overall placing the champion team and the champion reserve team all win buckles, okay? And then of those 8 events, each event is its own competition. The top 5 in each one of them will win prizes, okay? So, and we are going to bring our freaking A game on these prizes, okay? My husband now has like a complete wood shop, and he can do the coolest things in the world. I know how to get sponsors. I know how to do cool stuff for like really cool prizes for these 8 events. Okay, so here's the deal. You can have a 2, 3, or a 4-person team. Has to be all female. And here's what you'll have to be competing in, okay? And then I'll tell you how those 2, 3, and 4-person teams work, okay? So, you'll be competing, the horse events. We have obstacles, okay? You will not be given points for speed, okay? We have, ranch horsemanship. You'll be given your pattern that day. And then you'll need to be able to do like a basic list of walk, trot, canter, and different maneuvers, but everybody will be on the same playing field because they'll be given their pattern that day, okay? And we'll have cones up for where transitions are and stuff. All right, so we've got obstacles. We've got ranch horsemanship. The next equine event will be stationary mounted archery, okay? We'll have the bows, and you'll shoot from your horse, and somebody can actually hold your horse, and we'll supply, it's the bows that we use for mounted archery. You can do a 2 or a 3 finger draw. You can do a thumb draw. You can do however you want to shoot these bows, as long as it's from it's a stationary mounted archery. Okay, so there's 3 of the events. The last event is barrel racing. Okay, so there's the 4 horse events. Now the non-horse events. Okay, this is where it gets fun. We will have a test, okay, a multiple choice test, and then we give you the topics in which that will be on the test. So it gives you some parameters to study, okay? So we have the test. Then we have shooting with a pellet rifle, okay? Then the next thing that we have is campfire cooking, and the last thing is trailer backing. Okay, so of these team challenges, you can have a team with 2, 3, or 4 people. So if you choose to have a 2-person team, that the Cowgirl will have to do 2 horse events and 2 non-horse events. The 3-person team, whoever doubles up on your horse event, cannot be the person that doubles up on your non-horse event. Okay, so we can have a 2, 3, and then a 4-person team is each person does an equine event and a non-equine event. Now then, with 8 events, we are set up to do 20 teams, okay? However, if we get a lot of 2 or 3-person teams that sign up at the beginning, then we will go to a maximum of 25 teams, okay? I bet we'll end up with probably 22, 23, somewhere around that, because I bet we'll have enough room for our stalls and stuff like that. If the first 20 teams that sign up are 4-person teams, we're stopping at that, because we're only so big, right? Yeah, okay. So, about the 8 events that you're competing in, it will be the best 7 out of 8. So we'll get to drop your lowest score. However, if there's a tiebreaker, then we'll add that score back in. Then, if there's still a tiebreaker, we already have that decided about how to break it all down. And I'm going to show you where that's all at on our website, okay? Because I'm not trying to gatekeep anything. I want you to be like, feel comfortable about this. And here's the deal. Whenever we hosted this, it wasn't the team that had like, whoa, this person's going to win at ranch horsemanship, but then like you didn't have anything strong on the other ones. It's literally, if you are just okay in all of them, those are the teams that do well. You don't have to be like the baddest mamma jamma, because here's how the scoring goes, okay? Even if we have like raw scores or whatever, like obstacles might be worth 110 points, right? Ranch horsemanship might be worth 90, but that's not the way that we're going to do that. If there's 21 teams, okay, or let's say 22 teams. If there's 22 teams, if you end up first place in ranch horsemanship, your team would get 22 points, okay? If your team ended up second place, your team would get 21 points, okay? You end up in third place, your team would get 20 points. So however many teams there are, that is how many points first place is worth. And then we have it to where all the way down to last place would still get a point. But see, with having the best 7 out of 8 placings, it's okay to have a bad day in something. Just recollect yourself. And I have rules on there, like we won't disclose the placings of people, because we have hosted a crap ton of events, right? And here's what I have found is everybody will cheer for everybody until they realize how close they are, or they might be getting smoked and not know it. So at the end of the event is whenever we tell everybody how they did in those events, because I feel like they try harder, you know what I mean? And it keeps the nerves down, because then all they've got to do is just focus on doing such a great job, doing good, right? They don't have to be like, oh my God, if I don't beat that person, then we're not going to get this many points and we're going to be out of the, you know, like it takes all of that away and it makes you just like enjoy the event more. Okay. So it's an all around team Cowgirl challenge with teams of 2, 3, and 4 people. And oh my God. Hey, so this is going to be something that you cannot drag your feet about. Okay. Whenever we had first hosted one of these things, it was full immediately. And we're only hosting one of these because I have to keep it rare. Because then I have people say, well, I'll do the next one. And you know what they're doing? They're bullshitting themselves and they're wasting my time because they won't, okay? They won't. They always think that there's going to be another one and sometimes there's not another one, okay? So get up on there and be like, I am going to do this. Now, when we decided to do this, it is the last weekend of July for 2026. Let me get a calendar. Hold on. It is July 25, 26 of 2026. It's only for sure open to 20 teams. Now then, with your teams, let's say that y'all are all going to do this and then like the whole world goes to hell and like this horse got hurt and you just can't make it. Okay. So we say that the deposit is non-refundable. However, if we're able to fill your team, then of course we'll refund it. Okay. Because we're not jerks. We're nice people. We hate doing all that stuff. It's a lot of work, but that's how we keep you happy. And that's how we sleep good at nighttime. Okay. So I'm going to show you what this looks like here. I'm going to, let me see if I can, I've got you on a stand. Oh, by the way, before I show you this, dude, I got contacted by a large magazine and I am actually going to be a paid writer and become an affiliate with this large equine magazine and a homesteading magazine. I just need to like sign stuff because believe it or not, the people that are on here watching right now, they are fans of me, but there are some people that I'm not supposed to be in their life. Okay. And so they will try to destroy things for me. So after I sign on that dotted line, I'll make sure and tell you all about that. But dude, they're talking about sending like videoing crews to here. And this is one of the events that they're wanting to do next year. So just an FYI, I got some big sugar honey iced tea going on in the background, okay? So, all right, let me get to my website and then I will turn this around. See, and people don't ever know what I'm doing. They don't know. All right, here we go. I'll turn this around. All right, here's our website, Von Holton Ranch, vonholtonranch.com. All right, so look up here. Look at all this stuff. Trail and camping, chicks in the sticks, CT2V, USMA, Cowgirl Challenge. Then we have a learn section. I have some online classes there. We have a store, a calendar, and then all sorts of information over there underneath Let's Chat. So I am going to click on Cowgirl Challenge. Whenever this pulls up, dude, I have I have the rules and how we're going to judge things. I have it all here. Okay, I even have prizes. Look right here. It says champion and reserve champion teams will receive buckles for each team member, awards for the top 5 in horse and non-horse events, and then click here to tell us that you want to come. Whoever fills in this thing right here, that's the order that we're going to fill this event. Okay, and it's going to be, I promise you, this is going to be a big deal. So we say, like, how many people are on your team? List the names of your teammates. And what's the name of your team? Okay. And then here's the rules. I mean, like, 100%. I've got everything I can think of to put in there. Everything I can think of. Okay. Competition details, it's all there. Because I freaking hate whenever people have stuff and then you got to sign it, and that right there means that you read them rules and you're not a ding-a-ling, okay? So then you can't say, I didn't know, and I'm going to be like, Yes, you did, because you had to sign your name right there. Okay, and it was right freaking there. So, dude, I'll tell you, this is a cool event. It's a competition, but man, I excelled at these. This is kind of like the birth of what Chicks in the Sticks came about. And well, we had a lady that was living here, and she had told me about the actual naming of Chicks in the Sticks, but that whole community thing, that right there, that's where my heart's at. And this forms a community. Dude, if you know that you're going to be competing in campfire cooking, like, dude, it's before Christmas. You'd be like, all right, I'm going to try this recipe. And like, you'll be able to hone in on that. And if you know that you're going to do obstacles, well, it's September. Take some obstacle clinics, compete in some stuff. Like, I mean, you got time to prepare, right? But you're going to want to go ahead and get those spots. Like, you got to seal the deal. You can change who your people are because stuff happens, right? You can change it. But I will tell you, we will run out of sites. The more that y'all can camp together also, instead of like, I need my own stuff and I need my own spot. Because we've only got so many spots. It would be like, it'd be better if y'all could camp together. But if you can't, I get it, right? Anyways, all right. Last weekend of July. Now then, just to let you know, I have our Country Tough Trail Versatility is going to help you prepare in obstacles, but there's a ton of other places to get ready with obstacles, okay? Ranch horsemanship, you'll be able to start taking some lessons, right? Let me see here. The archery. I mean, archery is not super, super hard. And ours does not have a shelf. So the more hand-eye coordination that you can work on, I mean, so, oh no, somebody said I froze up. All right. So, and barrel racing, you've got time to put it, just do the best job you can for preparing. But the test and everything, like I love these. For the dress code, if you are one of our CT2V competitors, I think I got dust in my throat. I swear. Anyways, it's pretty much the same dress code. However, if you get team t-shirts made or something like that, you can most definitely wear those. Holy. Okay, I gotta get off here because I just need to like cough a million times apparently. All right. Get those forms filled out. We'll send you a deposit. We're going to have you pay for the event because we're going to be accruing expenses all the way up to the event. And then we will give your money back if we're able to fill your spot after we get it full. This thing will fill up fast. This thing will fill up faster than my Country Tough Trail Versatility. It'll fill up faster than our Chicks in the Sticks. We are getting where our stuff is filling up pretty quickly. So like, don't be dragging your crooked letter. Like, make a decision to freaking do something cool with your chick friends, okay? All right. Go. Freaking sign up. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.